Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we were still dealing with that darn old bag. I think we're almost done with her though, so let's continue on in the trial. I cannot wait until we are done with her. I can't stand this woman. Okay, from save point.
Okay, do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
I don't think so, bruh. I don't think so. If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and below it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's definitely something strange with it, lucky for us. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming right.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there was nothing strange with this photo. Then, Edgeworth Bay, I'm sorry, but you need glasses. You need to get your eyes checked, because there is something wrong with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. What?
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
I don't even know what that means, sir. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well, Judge, why are you playing hardball with me, please, sir? That's not nice. I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. You only got one shot, man. Tempted to make a Hamilton reference. Sorry. Where in the heck did she take this picture anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Clearly, she is not a good professional photographer. Okay. It's Lotta.
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
And no, that penalty again. Well, sir, just come on, it's so obvious. Actually, the angle is pretty helpful in this case. Look at that frickin' feet. Look at them. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles.
If you could see this person's ankle, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And? What does that mean?
The nickel samurai in this photo could not have been Mr. Engarde.
What is the meaning of this?
Edgeworth. I wonder if you would care to elaborate, with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the nickel samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
His socks! You can see his socks!
Exactly. However, in this photo, the nickel samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. Edgeworth, that's one thing you cannot fake, bruh. Height. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Duh. Edgeworth, shame on you. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. Maybe he knew. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only think that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then he's not taking any damage? What kind of boss is this? Dang it! It's like a video game. So meta.
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Engarde, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I thought it would come to this. What? Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Engarde. In that case, who is this a photo of? Why are y'all gonna make me have to answer that question? That is so typical. You answer the question, sir. You know? Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
The only person who would even have access to Matt's outfit would be his manager, Adrian. And she's pretty petite, so yeah.
Adrian Andrews.
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it would be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Engarde's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Engarde that night. Sorry, guys. I've got the flu, so if I start coughing, you know why. I'm very sorry.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Engarde's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense motions to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Oh snap, yo! I actually wonder, it would be so interesting. I'm not saying it hasn't happened before. Actually, I can't think of it. But yeah, I would like to see a case in Ace Attorney where the actual criminal is not obvious to us. Like, we don't figure it out throughout a whole trial. I mean, maybe we could still prove that our client's innocent, but for once we're not able to say, oh yeah, it was this person. That would be interesting, and then maybe it would carry over into another case later on, and it would be a big battle, and have, like, they would have to try to outsmart this really smart killer or something. That would be interesting. If I was writing if I was writing a story, maybe I'd consider that. I mean, I did start a fan fiction, but anyway, I need to get back to that. I just think it's interesting.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. Oh crap. One more day. Ah! If If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Of course we have to raise an objection. Why are we going to continue dragging this out, Judge? Let's do it.
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she is not...
What? Uh-oh. Edgeworth to the rescue! He already is prepared. Remember, he was calm. I think he knew this was coming. I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Does he know about Maya's situation? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But... we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing... Sorry, I said it weird. Subpoenaing... Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What?
What? Phoenix, you should know by now. Come on now.
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution lobby. She is the next witness. Ugh. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. I guess he heard her.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. I was hoping we would end this trial so I could go take a dump.
Alright, Judge, go do your business, sir.
Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Alright. Nice. Thank you, Edgeworth. You're so kind and thoughtful. I love ya. Alright. It'd be nice to end this episode here, but it's too short, so let's keep on going. Okay, well now it's 2:14 and we're in the defendant lobby.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian... No way! Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So, after the ceremony during the break, huh?
Oh.
I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See? She could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Him and that frickin' catchphrase of his. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impax's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impax for her strength and will to live. Oh, so sad. But then, Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible, but one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Mr. Andrews. Mr. Andrews? Don't you mean Miss? Is there something we need to know, Adrian? Her name Adrian is, could be from male or female. Miss Andrews' codependency with regards to Miss Impact's. It was Edgeworth. Yes. It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. I will go down with this ship. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I like that song. Okay. 10-minute recess is over.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. All right, Adrian, here we go. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Engarde.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land.
Judge, come on now. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was fry and bait matter. Oh, was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him.
No one has accused you of that.
Yet. I've got a feeling someone will soon. She glares daggers at Phoenix.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Here we go.
Adrian.
When I found the body. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that...
Oh, sorry, almost did a judge. Judge, you're a prosecutor now? And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pace.
Disrupt her pace?
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, so you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? Interesting. She's definitely a different type of character for us to be cross-examining, but we will be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.